This is the way. I hope. Anyway, hey everybody, this is Retrokid Reviews, doing the closest thing to Mandalorian armor, and for keen viewers who are here, the last time I wore this was during my One Excellent Scene card 2. So, aside from getting a lucky break, hopefully, for making this official review armor finally for the rest of the year, let's talk about Star Wars, Mandalorian, Season 2, Episode 1. Much like last year, they're going to make it weekly for this season as well. The biggest difference is that they're going to keep the title numbers for each chapter crossing over from one season to another. A lot of people are weirded out, like it's going to halt anything or like be a little off on the continuity titling lines. Honestly, I know HBO comedies that did the same thing too. I think Eastbound and Down, honestly, Card 2, any season that went through that same kind of route, so who knows there too. Hopefully throughout the week or throughout the rest of this year, I might try to build my own version of a real Nerf Mandalorian armor. I'm going to nickname it JDX because I'm going to take a wild guess I can't be Mando himself. I mean, to be fair, this is the way. So yeah, my quick thoughts. Also, blanket. Sorry, it's getting cold here in New York, so long story there. Anyway, last season was pretty cool. There's a lot of Easter eggs and stuff that I legit don't know because I'm not a prequels fan, even though I did an entire shotgun review style of the prequels before episode 9 came out, so I'll card that also. And since I'm also here and I don't have a camera jinxing what I'm about to say for episode 9, it's fine. Look, I know every single channel the last year and a half after it came in theaters are divided if it's the next Last Jedi or whatever. I could personally don't care. And honestly, it still sucks knowing the twists that are there. I might have mentioned it at the end of the year, if so, Card 2 also, and all the ground rules of Star Wars related stuff I genuinely like. KOTOR is nice, lore-wise, I haven't really gotten around to playing the games or the sequel. So, maybe someday, who knows, maybe a movie, wink wink, nudge nudge, just saying Disney. They could recoup your losses, but I don't know. Also, I legit love Favreau as a showrunner for The Mandalorian. He's a really good fit for the franchise nonetheless. Not because he's also a Queen's guy like me, and that's apparently that's the new story arc for my life. Just like reminding myself, oh yeah, they were in this borough kind of thing. Go to Sama, that's the whole thing. So all the plugs out of the way. What do I actually think of this video? Keep in mind this is new when it came out, and I'm gonna keep it as non-spoilers as I can because there really isn't much. It's just another standalone one and done story, which is awesome to see for any normal TV show whatsoever. I don't know. I am happy to say that there were some Boba Fett Easter eggs and inklings to that kind of character coming out later on in the season. That might happen, that might not, who knows. The whole crux of the conflict was just basically Mando trying to stop a sandworm in Tatooine, which has been used to death, I think, a couple times last season. But every time they go, there's always something different, which, hey, is nothing to say when it comes to, you know, Tatooine. They did have a really cool cold opening, which I am going to spoil because I mentioned it in Saw Month. That John Leguizamo played one of the, I guess, Fight Club ring aliens. And wow, they disguised the crap out of his voice a lot better than, damn, I forgot his name. I Have Spoken guy from last season. You'll know him when you see him. IMDb for the entire both seasons down below. Basically the show in general. Again, as you also can tell, I'm not that knowledgeable for what's going on behind the scenes and whatnot when it comes to how long this show was being produced during or before COVID. So, again, your miles may vary on what you know news-wise. So, I'm going to take a wild guess and say they completed some episodes, and if they got to wait, like, a couple of months or whatever, fine, whatever. Just get everything cleaned up. For those who also don't know about the set, it's actually really cool. They have, like, this next-generation, like, green screen kind of thing that they did all the way back, I want to say, Oblivion, a classic retro trailer there. It has that same kind of CG slash green screen like set design. It's actually really cool. I think Disney has a behind the scenes documentary about it. So card down below for that trailer, and to see it on the app itself. It's actually not bad. And you get an idea of everyone's show running and doing directing episodes of that particular season. I'm almost betting they're going to do the same thing there. So I guess going back to the plot, which again there really isn't much. It's just sandworm, kill it, and hope for the best. And it was pretty cool. Just to get Boba's armor back. This is now officially where the spoilers part comes in. Keep in mind, this is a one-and-done episode, so it's not going to tangentially be a part of the overarching story that's probably going to go down in the later weeks for the season. So, no shout-outs to what was going on in the trailers. They'll probably come out. Those particular scenes in the trailers are going to probably be weeks down the road. for future episodes. So that's pretty cool. Another thing I want to talk about real quick is I want to say the episode by episode basis. Like, everyone didn't like that with The Boys season 2, myself included, Card 2, when they were just shotgunning the first 3 episodes of that season. The reason why is that you set it up as a binge and everyone was already okay with that. If they wanted to make us sit through a weekly basis like they did with Mandalorian in this particular show's case, they should have done it the first season on. I don't know. It depends, honestly. Splitting hairs on that kind of scheduling aside, final thoughts on just the plot itself. Really good. Again, I won't spoil what type of sandworm it is. It's definitely not a Tremor sandworm or a Dune sandworm. It does have something to do with the Sarlacc pit when it comes to Boba Fett. That much I could just say out of the gate. Also, I'm not going to talk about the actor who came back from the prequels end to be this show's Boba. If you know what I mean, you know what I mean. Mainly because, again, it was just an establishing shot. He's not really doing anything insane yet. Probably later, if he shows up for one episode for this season, that would be cool. Other than that, I don't know much Easter egg-wise of what character was what from what part of, like, the Star Wars, like, franchise. Again, I'm a hugely semi-casual Star Wars. I'm very opinionated when it comes to the movies, not so much with the overarching franchise as a whole. Other than that, if I had to rate this episode, this won't be the official rating for the entire season. For right now, it's definitely a 10 out of 10. It establishes what you liked about this the series in the previous season coming into this. It's a great opening to start off a really decent season coming forward, hopefully. I will say the cold opening fight at the Underground Fight Club was beyond cool. It's a different planet. It's not Tatooine also. It's its own planet. It has its own thing. Kind of funny went on and on about, I think, Cool Greg being cool with the tagging and stuff. I'm not a tagger, even though I kind of look at it. Who knows, honestly. I'm actually a normal person sometimes. Anyway, yeah, so with that all being said, should you see this and should you get a Disney Plus service? At this point, yes. Hopefully, when it comes to Disney going forward, they should at least do something Netflix is not all liking, reducing the price for like yearly or monthly subscriptions. I don't know what exactly my family has deal-wise. I'll talk about it when I get to the end of the year stuff when it comes to Mandalorian and TV as a whole. Rankings-wise, I actually preloaded. I'm already preparing some lists for the end of the year since there really isn't that much this year to talk about, and I got some time to actually get it out of the way. Again, like everything else, I know it's like 2 months away from the new year, but again, you still gotta like get everything in order just in case something changes. Who knows at this point. So yeah, with that all being said, I highly recommend watching the first season if you want to get caught up. I highly recommend watching this episode, mainly because it's a one and done. There's not really much you can talk about from the previous season unless you want to see the recap. The recap does help out a little, not much. You still need to sit through the season if you want better context, obviously. And that all said, this is still a good show to watch. This is definitely the best thing Star Wars franchise-wise has been doing for a while. My apologies that I didn't actually get around to sitting through the Clone Wars final, was it 4 or 8 episodes for that animated series because I didn't grow up watching the CG stuff. I grew up with the Genndy Tartakovsky 2D animation shorts prior to Revenge of the Jedi. No, Revenge of the Sith that came out. The end of the prequels, that one. So my bad for that. And with that all being said, and my lights being weirdly flickered, I don't know why, honestly. Let's get the end cards coming up. Final end card here for my previous video, which was Saw Month. Other previous video here was talking news. I believe DC related news also. X-Men shirt here to set the channel and my quick thoughts on that side of the comics. I'm not really going to do much background stuff on that. I'm just going to wait it out for, I think was it the Battle of the Swords, whatever the new arc is called. It's a 22-issue arc, so that's going to be a big trade when it comes out, obviously. Link down below with the name of that, and if you got an order to read that, it's not bad. It's still... Hickman's X-Men's not bad. It's still worth it. It's making me want to wear X-Men stuff since, I don't know, I guess the movies. So, that all being said, take care, subscribe. I'm Retrokid Reviews. Stay safe. Please, for the love of God, wear a mask. I'm not just doing this as a character. This is what I usually used to wear throughout the course of this year of our dumb-ish life that we call 2020. Long stories on, I guess, dating this video aside. Take care, subscribe, and if you're here in the States, please vote. Please, your voice matters. Do what you gotta do. What's the worst that could go wrong at this point? And that I probably already jinxed it. That all being said, take care, and this is the way still. Yeah, they got a winning streak. Hope it keeps it up.